Prepare to be captivated by the business story of the week, hosted by me, Shaheen Shan. Join us on a journey through the twists and turns of entrepreneurial triumphs and setbacks. Immerse yourself in the narrative and witness the magic that turns dreams into reality. This is Business Story of the Week. All right, and we are live. Welcome to another episode of Business Story of the Week. We have an amazing guest today, Eudania Burrell. In this week's episode of Business Story of the Week, we have somebody really remarkable. Eudania is a proud New York native. She's not just a mother, a sister, and proud Gigi, but an extraordinary trailblazer in the realm of real estate investing, celebrating an incredible 25 years of recovery. Eudania's journey to success is nothing short of inspiring. For 2 decades, Eudania served with unwavering dedication at, get ready for this, the Department of Homeland Security, touching countless lives with her motivation, hope, and resilience. Now a successful real estate investor, business owner, and coach, she adds more feathers to her cap. Eudania's story is one of triumph over challenges. When the world shuttered in 2020, she faced setbacks. Job stop, a flooded home, but she refused to be defined by her circumstances. Turning adversity into opportunity, Eudania embraced learning through platforms like Connected Investors and PIN software. In a matter of months, she closed deals on her first 3 houses, discovering a newfound passion. Real estate investing has not only transformed her landscape, but also revitalized her mission of aiding homeless mothers and children. Today, Eudania seamlessly balances her thriving real estate business with her commitment to the Department of Homeland Security. As a coach, she empowers students with tools for success, just as she herself has achieved. Eudania's story is a testament to the power of determination, hard work, and access to resources in overcoming any obstacle and rising above circumstances. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this one. Stay tuned for this episode that encapsulates the spirit and triumph of resilience. Eudania, welcome to the show.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much, Shaheen. What an introduction. I so appreciate that. And thank you for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about your business story of the week. So you seem to have a remarkable journey filled with ups and downs. Tell us how you arrived at your current place where you're at.
Yeah, well, you said a little bit in my story. When the world shut down, my job stopped, literally stopped, and my home flooded all within 1 week's time. And in that time, I learned that people need something to do, they need something to love, and they need something to hope for. And real estate gave me all 3. I had always been interested in real estate. And for me, it seemed like almost like the perfect storm for me to jump in because I had been sort of like on the sidelines for quite some time. And yeah, I jumped in, I got the PIN software, and I was off to the races.
Amazing, amazing. So we talk a lot about building predictable recurring revenue streams. We talk on the show about passive income and how to create it, or to be as passive as possible with income when you can, and to be active with income when that's necessary, so you have a good mix. But one of the things that I find really interesting is that, we came to this country as immigrants.
That's right.
We were refugees from Iran, and we came to this country, and we saw a lot of other immigrants coming about the same time. And what I started to realize in my early teens was that a lot of wealth is created in this country through one thing, and that's real estate.
That's right.
Being able to step up the ladder. There's no other easier way for a working class family to be able to step up the ladder from working class to middle class, from middle class to upper class, and really climb that ladder other than real estate. What's your opinion about that, and how's that shifted your thinking?
I couldn't agree more. We know that real estate is the number one vehicle that creates more wealth than any other vehicle. And for me, finding the right resources, which was connected investors, and then becoming the right me, the right mindset, the right routines, the right habits. And so, yeah, I couldn't agree more. So for me, it's threefold. And so while you have the vehicle, you still have to take action in order for that vehicle to run right. And so for me, that's me showing up every day as my best version, as an investor every day. And sometimes,
Amazing.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes that means that I have to do a little investigative work with that being an investor. It encompasses a lot. However, the vehicle is still there and it's possible. If it's possible for one, then it's possible for all.
So for our guests, and I should say for our listeners and viewers and subscribers out there who don't know what Connected Investors is, who don't know what PIN is, give us an explanation and explain what that is and how that could help them.
Oh my gosh. How do I put that in just one little snapshot? Connected Investors is an entire ecosystem. And so it is where I find all of my off-market deals. It's where I connect with other investors from around the country, not only the country, sometimes the world at large, because there are other investors who are members who don't even live in the country. One in particular, we have one member success story. She lives in Canada and she wholesales properties remotely. And so that's just a few. You can build websites within the system. Contracts are available to us because we're affiliated with Law Depot. And also being able to market those same deals you find within Connected Investors, being able to market it right there. So it's an entire ecosystem for me. And, when I got started, looking at the webinars, listening to Ross, it was a no-brainer for me to just jump in and get started.
Wow. So, okay. So let's talk about somebody who's just starting out or somebody who may have been where you were. I mean, you have an extraordinary journey, right? You faced overcoming addiction, right? Being able to wrestle with your own demons is such a important thing to be able to do in life and to be able to overcome that and get to a place where you're healthy mentally, physically, and able to move on to the next part of your journey where you're achieving financial success. What about, would you say, for people who are just starting out and they're like, man, it's cool. I mean, I like real estate. I see people getting rich in real estate. How can I do it?
It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. And so, what I see with a lot of investors early on is they're motivated initially. And then the reality hits in, oh my gosh, this is a lot more work than I realized. So motivation will get you started, but it's consistency that will keep you going. You have to have the fortitude to push through the challenges that await you. But in those challenges, you are growing. Anytime you face a challenge, and sometimes stepping out of our comfort zones, while it may be fearful, courage, let me back up a little bit. Courage doesn't mean the lack of fear. It means walking through it anyway. And so we have to have the courage and the fortitude to push through those challenges. And you're going to face them in any life circumstance or situation. Whatever you endeavor to do, you're going to face challenges. But are you willing to push forward? Are you willing to get uncomfortable? Are you willing to do what it takes to get to the next level? And, for me, I was willing and I continue to stay willing. So that means sometimes I have to change my routines. I have to get out of my own way and my routines have to be in alignment with my goals.
I love that. I love that. And I talk about that a lot too. Look, we were born into risk, right? The riskiest thing you ever did was before you took your first breath, right? Coming out of your mother is very risky.
That's right.
For a great part of history, a lot of people didn't make that journey. So just
Better
being
believe it.
born, you're taking a big risk to achieve a big result. And something happens to us every day after that where we become scared, where we become afraid of risk. We become comfortable, right? And the people who succeed that I've seen to a great part are the ones who can fortify that discipline to be able to seek discomfort, to be able to delay gratification to
That's
achieve
right.
what you're talking about. But let's bring it back to this side of things. So I'm somebody just starting out. I know nothing about real estate. Where would you recommend I start?
Connected investors. Not only, one thing I forgot to mention, all of the training it has. We do lives on Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. You have replays of training. So there is an abundance of training within the system. And so, yes, I would recommend someone getting started with Connected Investors and also finding a mentor, someone to help you get around the learning curve. I found a mentor about a month in, and I know that it cut down the learning curve for me. And I was able to close on my first 3 deals within 3 months, and I haven't stopped since. And I continue to keep a mentor.
That's amazing. So, for you guys who don't know, what Eudania is talking about is Connected Investors. It's a real estate investment platform. If you could think about it, it's like Facebook, social network,
It's
LinkedIn, right? For investors, entrepreneurs, professionals. It provides a wide range of tools, allows you to network, shows you property listings, gives you education and training, software and tools, shows you how to get funding, right? What's
that's
what the
right.
number one issue people starting out? I'm sure people that you coach, Eudania, they're like, man, I just don't have the money, right? I'm driving Uber. I've got 4 kids and a Doberman. How can I afford real estate? Well, you start by learning, right?
That's right. That the education is where you're going to get the greatest return on your investment in your education. And I don't mean YouTube University, and I don't mean looking at everybody who's doing real estate. You need to hone in on one that's giving you everything that you need. Otherwise you'll be confused, you'll be all over the place and chasing every new shiny object. And for me, that was very important early on. I had to put on the blinders and listen exclusively to what I was learning within the Connected Investors platform.
I love that. I love that. That's amazing. Now, Eudania, can people hire you to coach them? I know they can get you on Connected Investors. Tell us about how people can get a hold of you and connect with you.
Absolutely. And so I am on social media, and so you can find me there. You just look up Eudania Burrell. There's going to be a whole lot on me. And also, you can go to dsimpleinvest@gmail.com, and you will have an email sent right out to you with all of my information, and we'll go from there.
Okay, amazing. D like Delta, simpleinvest@gmail.com. Eudania will send you an email. Also, check out Connected Investors. You can get her on Connected Investors and also look her up, Eudania Burrell, spelled Burrell. And the first name is Eudania. Connect with her. She is a real estate investment expert. She is the oracle of Connected Investors. So if you guys want to get a hold of her, reach out to her, find a mentor, find a coach, learn how to do real estate. Best time to start was yesterday. Second
That's
best time to
right.
start
Today.
is today. Eudania, thanks for being on the show. Can we get you on again? I'd like to do a more in-depth interview when you have a little bit more time. Would you honor us with your presence again?
I absolutely would, and the honor is mine. And also, I just wanted to share real quickly, Shanine, there are some free gifts when you do send that email, and so you'll be getting some free gifts along with that.
Nothing better than free gifts. All
All
right.
right.
Pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
Let's.
Thank you.
All right, so here's the thing. We try to get a little bit better every day, but we can't do it without you. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe below. And if you have any comments, just leave them in the space under.